Now available in paperback and e-readers from SJS Direct. Isis, House of Isis. The goddess next door takes on a hustling Hotep high priestess in Harlem in this Afrocentric Isis series adventure. Pick up Isis, House of Isis at online booksellers today. When it comes down to many American men and many men in Western countries, they're afraid to check women. And the reason why they're afraid to check women is they're afraid that if they check a woman, they will not get an opportunity to have sex with other women in society. Now, when it comes down to men, they need to understand that checking a woman is something that they're going to have to do. Because as a man, you have to understand that there are some things in life far more valuable than the attention of one of these women or the opportunity to have sex with one of these women. And that most important thing is your intangibles of manhood. And these intangibles of manhood include your dignity, your self respect, and your self worth, because these are the things that show that you value yourself as a man. And part of understanding your value as a man is setting a boundary as related to how you will be treated and how people will treat you. And when it comes down to too many men let women push their boundaries and they let them get away with participating in all sorts of irresponsible, reckless, egregious, and disrespectful behaviors against them. And as a man, you have to set the tone with women from day one, and you have to establish a hard boundary for how you will be treated in a relationship with a woman if you choose to get involved with that woman. And you have to set that boundary from day one. And one of the things that lets women know where the boundary is you checking her behavior and letting her know when she has participated in behavior that you believe is wrong against you. And this is one of the big problems with many men out here is that they're too afraid to set a hard boundary with a woman to let her know when she has gone too far. A lot of guys think that if they give women passes for pushing past their boundaries, that it will give them opportunities at sex and attention, but you have to put your value at a higher value than her sex or her attention. You have to be able to say that my intangibles of manhood have the highest value, and if this woman wants to have a relationship with me, she will respect my boundaries as related to how I will be treated. And when it comes down to many men, they're too afraid to check females. They're too afraid to let a woman know that her behavior is wrong or she has gone out here and done something that has violated your personal space or your dignity. And this is one of the things that really messes up a lot of guys is that they don't want to check females early on, because when you check females early on, they understand where the boundaries are, they understand that you're setting the tone for the relationship, and they understand that you're going to take the lead in the relationship and you're going to set the standards for the relationship. Now, when it comes down to a lot of guys, they're too afraid to do this because they think that if they let her get passes, they'll get opportunities. But the fastest way to get opportunities is to set boundaries, because women respect boundaries and they respect men who have standards. And one of the big problems with many men is that they mistake like for respect. They think that they can get respect by being liked. They think they can earn respect by getting her likes. But like is based on a female's emotions. Respect is based on you setting standards. And what many guys don't understand is that the only way for you to get respect is for you to respect yourself and for you to establish hard boundaries for how you will be treated from day one. And checking a female is you setting those boundaries from day one. So when she comes out of pocket with her mouth, you check that by letting her know you're not going to talk to me like that. And if she continues to talk to you like that, then you just walk away.
And if you have a female who wants to be rude and disrespectful to you from minute one, that's another case of you walking away, because you are saying to the world, you have a higher value than her attention, you have a higher value than her body, you have a higher value than her looks, and you are not going to sacrifice your intangibles of manhood just for her attention or her time, because you understand that your time is far more precious than her attention or her sex or anything that she has to offer, and she has to show you that she has to bring something to the table in terms of values and character, because if she wants to have the relationship with you, she needs to show you that she is willing to be your partner and your support, because as the Bible states, the woman's role is to be the helpmeet and support to the man, and she is to show the man that she is worthy of him, not him showing that he is worthy of her, because it's her job to earn the wedding ring or the engagement ring from the man. And this is something many men get mixed up in their heads, because they believe a lot of the Madison Avenue and Hollywood hype as related to marriage. It is supposed to be her showing you that she meets your standards and that she is going to have a relationship with you on your terms. Now, when it comes down to many men, they don't want to check females because, again, they believe that if they say anything that she disagrees with, that it's going to lead to the end of things. But sometimes that end is a good thing for you, because it shows that this woman is not right for you, this woman is not compatible with you, and if she's not willing to cooperate with you and work with you, then that's not a female you want to have a relationship with. And if she cannot respect you as a man and respect your boundaries, then she's not worth having a relationship with at all. And this is all part of a man learning about the things that are important as related to values and character. And checking a female is part of a man showing that he values himself enough to say where the line is and where it won't be crossed. Because when he checks a female, it does not mean him yelling at a woman. It does not mean him bullying a woman. It does not mean him slapping a woman or abusing a woman. Those are extremes that men take when they have let things go too far and have no self control over self. Because a man who knows how to check women's behaviors knows he can do it very quietly and very discreetly by taking a woman to his side and talking to her about a behavior, or he can just, if she continues to act out, walk away from that female, because he understands his value as a man, and he understands that if this woman walks away from him, God has another woman for him, a woman far better than the woman he's walking away from, someone who is willing to be the helpmeet and support to him, and someone who, when they are given instruction or given guidance by a man, will respect him, respect his authority, and then respect and value him as a man, understanding that her behavior reflects on him, and when she cannot take instruction, it shows that she is a negative reflection of him and is making him look bad, just like she's making herself look bad, because when she can't take instruction or she can't take someone holding her to account, what she's showing is that she cannot be someone who wants to be a part of a team. She cannot follow a man's lead, and that she is someone that a man can't really work with, because a woman who has values and character understands when a man is checking her, it shows that he cares about her and he's looking out for her, because he's looking out for her in the same way he would look out for himself. Because when a man checks a woman, what he's doing is saying is that he values her on the same level that he values himself. He sees the same worth in her that he sees in herself. And if she's making a mistake, it looks badly on both of them. And that if he winds up messing up, he would want her to do the same to him. So what he's doing is something positive to help her. And good women understand that when a man is checking her, it's not something bad, it's something that helps them both, because her behavior reflects on him, just like his behavior reflects on her. And if she were to check him, it would be the same thing. So when it comes down to guys, they really need to really start getting a backbone, growing some stones, and getting some courage, because one of the things that women have great respect for is a man who stands up to her, a man who can say no, and a man who can hold her to the same standard he holds himself. Because when a man holds a woman to the same standard he holds himself, it shows that he has great respect for that woman, has great value for her, and is looking out for her in the same way he would look out for himself. And checking a female is a very positive thing, but many men out here don't see the value in it, because they think that if they offend this woman in any way, shape, or form, they're going to destroy their opportunities at getting sex and attention from women. When you go out here and check women and hold them accountable, you are actually increasing your value as a man, because you are showing that you as a man understand your value as a man, you understand your worth as a man, and you are willing not to sacrifice your intangibles of manhood for any woman. And that makes you considered to be a more valuable man in society than all these other men out here who are willing to lower their value to get attention and approval from women. If you'd like to learn more about men's issues, you can pick up my Simp series on Amazon.com by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.